Don't mind me, y'all. Fixing my big old eyelash. The eyelashes I said I was not going to do. And yes, I use hair glue. For some reason, eyelash glue, I don't know what chemical is in it. It burns the mess out of my eye. I don't care what brand it is. I have not found a brand yet that does not burn my eyes. So if y'all know a brand that don't do that burning sensation, I will gladly switch from using hair glue. But until then, we're going to be ratchet to the end. Okay? But anyway, I was making this video, because I was thinking about a conversation me and my sister was having earlier. Well, like a few days ago. Earlier this is the top of the week. So I guess over the weekend. And we was basically talking about forgiveness. And honestly, like, I'm the type of person, if someone has ever done me wrong, like, of course, the cutoff. But then, like, over time, in my mind, I assumed that because, like, I didn't feel any type way towards it anymore, or that, like, so much time has passed since I've seen or talked to that person, it never, like, in my mind, that was me forgiving them because I didn't have any more feelings towards the situation. I could be cordial to that person if necessary, if we put in the same setting or whatever. And so for me, that was a forgiveness. So I'm talking to my sister over the weekend, and we talking about a friend of hers that she done got back cool with. And honestly, this person, like, they betrayed her. Well, in my opinion, they betrayed her. And I mean, it was what it was. They betrayed her. I'm not gonna downplay that. And, you know, they fell out. They didn't talk for a while. But then, like, this person reached out to her, said how much they missed her, this, that, and the third. And so she was just like, you know, she was forgiving them genuinely. And we was talking about that. And so for me, I was like, what? You did what? Like, you back cool? Da, 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 da. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, how did you do it? And so she was basically, she kept saying, I'm trying to be as Christ-like as possible. I'm trying to forgive this person the same way Jesus would forgive us. And in the Bible, it says, not only does Jesus forgive, but he forgets. So you basically have a brand new slate. Now, when she broke it down, like, I was just blown away by that. So I'm like, you have got to let me a little bit deeper into your perspective on this. And so she was basically just like, I can't treat you like you did what you did. In the back of my head, I know what you did. And, you know, we cautious of whatever. But at the end of the day, I have to exude and treat you with the same level of love and care as if, you know, ain't nothing happened. And so it blew my mind, because then I was sitting in the realization that I've never really truly forgiven anybody. I've cut people off and I've never let them back in. And one of the things God is working on me with is trusting people. So, like, my story, I've really only given y'all like a tip of the iceberg version, but I've been through a lot, and my trust in humanity is pretty much obliterated. And that has caused me to close myself off in ways God is trying to reopen me back up to. So he's trying to get me to see that, yes, sometimes people do untrustworthy things, but you cannot live a life distrusting every person. And because if you do, it will hinder you in ways that you never even imagined you would be hindered in. Which makes like a world of sense, honestly. Makes a world of sense. I mean, at least to me it does. But my point in bringing that up is, when you are elevating in your life, You have got to be around iron. Iron sharpens iron. So you have got to be around people that are willing to challenge your own thinking, that are willing to like sharpen your perspective, help you figure it out, and genuinely care that you find success. You know, like, of course, that's my sister. She loves me. She wants the best for me. But, you know, I have a lot of siblings, and not me and all my siblings have that good relationship with one another. And my point in saying that is that I know that it ain't necessarily always going to be your family that is supporting you, but you need to at least find like a friend or something, somebody that is heading towards the same level you heading. When you are elevating yourself, specifically using God, you have got to surround yourself by other people that are moving in that same direction as well. Sometimes you do have to cut off friends. Sometimes you got to separate yourself from family for a little bit, but it's necessary. Iron sharpens iron. I would have never gotten the blessing of that realization had I not had someone who was trying to better themselves check me about it. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't even check me in the sense of like, you know how we think people checking people with the attitude. No, it was from a real loving spot. Like, well, maybe you never have really forgiven anybody. If you think about it, like, you know, people who will ask you questions that only you ask yourself, but you don't harp on out loud because ain't nobody challenging you or forcing you to, you know. So for today, I say, whatever you're trying to do to be great, make sure you at least identify today who your support is, who really wants to see you do good, who's not throwing no monkey wrenches in your plans, who's not doubting your every move, who's fully supporting everything that you're doing, who's rooting you on, even if they don't understand or agree. That matters. That matters. So get y'all somebody that's going to be your iron, and y'all get sharp together. That's what y'all do. Because me and my crew, we on point. Literally. And it ain't for no reason.